Hi, I'm Kimberly if you're new to me, and today is day 3 of sweet and simple practices for stress and anxiety. Now in today's practice, I'm going to recommend having one block or a pillow will work, and one blanket or a big fluffy towel will work. Today's practice is all about the upper back, the shoulders, and the neck. Those areas that can get so contracted from sitting at a computer screen or feeling like we need to hold the whole weight of the world up. And sometimes we keep that area so tight, so contracted, that becomes our normal. And we forget what it feels like to relax. So today's practice is a practice to remember. Let's get started. So, you'll find your blanket or a big old fluffy towel and lay it flat on your mat. Now if your blanket has fringe, you'll place the fringe at the back of your mat and you'll unfold the blanket, taking all the little crinkles out of it. And you'll find the rounded edge. You'll find the rounded edge and begin to roll it in. And I like to roll it about 2 inches. If you're familiar or really comfortable with reclining over a foam roller, you might roll it a little bit higher, but I like to start a little bit modest, and if I want to add, I add. If I want to do a little less, I do. So about 2 inches, a little space there for your head. And if you know you have anything going on in your shoulders or any limited range of motion, you might even find a pillow or a blanket and place it behind your mat. Just an option, just an option. And we'll begin by reclining over this blanket. Now this blanket roll is gonna go at the very base of your shoulder blades, basically the bra strap line. And there's no one way to come into this shape, but I'm going to show my favorite way. So my knees are bent, my feet are flat. I'm going to bring my hands behind me, loop my shoulders up, back and onto the back, take a nice inhale. And as I exhale, I'm going to bend my elbows, tap that blanket. I like to roll my palms in. You know I'm a little bit too close to the blanket, so I'm going to scooch my buttocks a little bit forward and very slowly tap the base of my shoulder blades to that blanket. I'm going to support my head, back of the neck nice and long as I recline my head all the way back. And if it feels a little bit too high, this is just a little bit too high for me, you might plant your feet down and slide just a little bit back, maybe lengthening the base of the skull here. And we'll start with the arms either in goalpost arms, or you might stretch the arms to the sides like the letter T. One's going to feel better for you. You get to choose. And I don't want it to feel like you're holding or gripping in the legs. So if that's you, you might widen your feet a little wider. And allow the knees to just drop together. So we're not gripping, we're not holding here. Just snuggling in. And as we soften back, bones of the skull are heavy. The tops of the shoulders, nice and heavy, allowing the earth to really support you here. Arms are heavy. And notice where the back of the body meets that blanket roll. And can you melt back even more, like you are a noodle, just draping here. And bringing all of your attention to your natural breath. And if you find that you can't breathe here, you might come out of the shape and lower your blanket. You might even get rid of the blanket if it feels too much. That's my cat, Clara. She might join us from time to time. So as you soften back here, really allowing the earth to receive you. Call to mind 3 things in your body or in your day that you are grateful for right now. And once that gratitude is clear, let's unwind your arms down towards the feet. And the palms can turn down or the palms can turn in. You might try them both, see which one feels better for you. I'm going to turn my palms down, I think. And if the knees are dropping together, we'll lift the knees right over the ankles, heel-toe your feet about hip bone distance apart. Allow the backs of the shoulders to stay nice and heavy. And let's start with the breath. Take a nice inhale. And a nice exhale. Bring your attention into your right arm. As you inhale, reach your right arm straight up towards the ceiling, 90 degrees. And this might be where you stay. As you exhale, allow the arm bone to soften down into its socket. You might stay here, or with your next inhale, reach that right arm back towards that support or towards the earth behind you. Let's stay and breathe. A nice inhale and a nice exhale. We'll take an inhale together, and as if through dense water, exhale that right arm back up towards the ceiling and all the way back down alongside the hip. Bring attention into your left arm now. On an inhale, breathe your left arm straight up towards the ceiling. As you exhale here, allow the arm bone to soften down into its socket. You might stay right here. Or with your next inhale, breathe that left arm back towards the earth or your support behind you. We'll stay and breathe. Nice inhale. And a nice exhale. And we'll take an inhale together. And as if through dense water, exhale that left arm up towards the ceiling and all the way back down alongside the hip. Good. Each movement, one breath this time. On an inhale, right arm reaches up, maybe all the way back, pausing at the top. And as you exhale, right arm reaches up towards the ceiling and all the way back down, pausing at the bottom. And now the left arm, inhale, left arm up, maybe back. And as you exhale, left arm up towards the ceiling and all the way back down. Let's try both arms together. Inhale, both arms up, maybe all the way back. And exhale up towards the ceiling and all the way back down. And the next time we'll stay. So inhale, both arms up, maybe all the way back. We'll stay and breathe. Once again, if you can't breathe here, change the pose. You might support a little more under the arms. You might widen the arms or goalpost the arms. As always, take what serves you and discard what needs to be discarded, or change what needs to be changed. So as we stay here and breathe, bring your attention down to your bottom 2 or 3 ribs in your rib cage. And if you're jutting your ribs way up towards the ceiling, draw the ribs just a bit towards the back of the body. Bring your attention into your right foot. Come onto the right heel. Come onto the right heel edge of that right foot. And begin to slide your right leg nice and long to the top of your yoga mat. It's not where you're going, it's how you get there. Come onto the heel edge of your left foot, please. And slide that left leg nice and long to the top of your yoga mat. All 10 toes, we have 10 of them, all 10 toes face the ceiling. Heels back, thigh bones heavy. And stretching from your feet to your fingertips grow longer. I like to wiggle a little bit here. Ooh, you might even yawn. And when you are ready, one knee at a time, bend your knees. And very slowly roll to rest on your right side. You might use that upper arm as a pillow. And we'll press yourself up just for a moment, moving the blanket out of the way. And we'll roll onto your back once again. Knees are bent, feet are flat. Back of the neck is nice and long. You might widen your feet and drop your knees together. Arms heavy to the earth. Palms can turn open, or palms can turn down if you're feeling a bit ungrounded. You choose. And just a few breaths here, allowing the spine to find its natural curvature. And taking this pause to receive the postures, to rest. And once again, you might stay right here, or reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling, 90 degrees. Palms will roll in, and bend your elbows, catch hold of opposite elbows here. And we'll take a nice inhale. As you exhale, glide the elbows over to the right. It might be small, they might glide all the way over. You never want to push or force. And then as you inhale, glide the elbows center, and exhale to the second side. Let's add the head and neck to the mix. So inhale, center, and exhale, elbows right. The head might glide to the left. And then inhale, center. Exhale, elbows left. The head might glide to the right. Good. And this time, inhale, center. Exhale, elbows to the right. I want to give the option to stay here and breathe. You might play with the angle of the arms here. Inhaling, center, head center. And exhale, other side. You might stay and breathe. Once again, you might play a little bit with the angle of the arms. Don't get them too high, but you can explore a little bit here. Maybe no higher than chin height. And inhale back to center. We'll switch the crossing of the elbows. Take a nice inhale. We'll start to the left this time. So exhale, elbows to the left. And inhale back to center. Exhale, glide the elbows to the right. And inhale, center. Let's add the head and neck. So exhale, elbows left, head rocks to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, elbows right, head to the left. Inhale, center. And now we might stay and breathe. So exhale, left, head to the right. And if you prefer moving or exploring the angle of that, of the arms, be my guest. Inhaling when you're ready through center. And exhale to the second side. You might stay and breathe. You might keep a little movement. And be curious. When you're ready, breathe the arms, the head back to center. We'll reach the arms, if it's comfortable, up and overhead. Re-scooch your feet so they're right under the knees. And we'll roll to rest on your right side. Once again, we'll take a little pause here. And snuggle in. You always want to move slowly from lying back to sitting or standing. And we'll plant the top palm down and press yourself all the way up. And we'll do a little more release of the neck. So I want you to be able to sit up nice and tall here. Now my favorite way to release my neck is sitting in a modified Virasana on a block. So I'll show that. And if it doesn't work for you, don't do it. You might sit in easy seat Sukhasana. You might elevate your hips a little bit on a blanket or a pillow. So if you're coming into modified Virasana, you'll find your block or a pillow. And I like to place that block lengthwise between the heels. If you have a pillow or a bolster, you might place it right over your shins. Make sure the tops of the feet are nice and flat here. And if this doesn't feel good, a few options. Once again, don't do it. Option B, you might take a blanket, unfold it so it's pretty thin to start, and you can play with that a little bit. And snuggle it really, really cozy behind the knees. Might feel really yummy. It might change your life. Well, it probably won't change your life, but it might change your pose. So once again, if that doesn't feel good, don't do it. You might sit nice and tall at the edge of a chair, totally fine. I want your low body to feel nice and heavy, nice and anchored to the earth. And from the anchor of your low body, allow your spine to grow nice and tall. Broaden your collarbones. Let's actually relax the arms down, feel the earth under your fingertips. And as you feel the earth under your fingertips, lift and lengthen up the sides of the arms, grow the sides of the neck taller, crown of the head taller. Let's take a nice inhale here. As you exhale, right ear, right shoulder, right ear, right shoulder. And this might be where you stay, reaching down with the left fingertips. Option B, you might drape that right arm on the ear or the temple. It's not a tug, it's just a resting. And you might stay right here. Or glide that left arm up, either in line with the shoulder or a little bit lower, and you might play with that. And flex the palm back. Flex the palm back. Press a little more through the palm as if you can touch the side wall. Once again, if this feels a bit too much on the shoulder, glide the arm down a little bit below the shoulder. Totally fine. And we're going to begin to buff the side wall. And starting nice and small here with these really small circles. Once again, any pins and needles sensation, we lower the arm down. Jaws relaxed. Circle in the opposite direction. Nice small circles here. Good. And then relax that hand. Take a nice inhale. As you exhale, release the arm all the way down. And bringing your top hand to your bottom temple. Inhale, float the head up. And we'll take a little pause in the center. Fingers on the earth. Crown of your head tall. Let's make some sound. Take a nice inhale. Sigh it out. We'll make an M sound descending. And we'll try it together. Nice inhale. Oh, let's do that one more time. Nice inhale. Good. Sitting up nice and tall. When you're ready, take an inhale. As you exhale, left ear, left shoulder. You might stay here, reaching down with the right fingertips. Maybe that left arm drapes on the ear or temple. You might stay here. Or glide that right arm up, either below or in line with the shoulder. Flex your palm. And once again, you might play a little bit with the angle. You choose. And flexing your palm and really try to reach the side wall. And try to reach the side wall. And we'll begin to make small circles of the palm. This pose always makes me laugh. I used to live in Midtown Manhattan in an apartment where I can reach both arms out and touch the walls. I had a roommate. Luckily, I love that roommate very much. You might circle in the opposite direction. Jaws relaxed. And then relax the hand, take a nice inhale. As you exhale, glide that arm all the way down. Bringing your top hand to your bottom temple. Inhale, lift the head up. And exhale, release. Sit up nice and tall, make a little sound. Take a nice inhale, either a sigh or M sound. You might do that one more time. Good. We'll do one more thing here. So as we gaze straight forward through the center of your pupils, I want you to imagine there was a dinner plate right in front of you. And in a moment, we're going to use the tip of the nose to trace that dinner plate. And it might start really small, or it might be a normal sized plate, totally fine. All I ask is that when we do these head rolls, that you're not dropping your head all the way back, especially from side to side. We don't want to do that. So we'll keep the focus a little more on the frontal plane here. So the arms can rest wherever feels good. Gaze straight forward. You might gaze off the bridge of your nose and begin to trace a dinner plate. Keep the spine nice and tall here. If you like to close your eyes, by all means, close the eyes. Moving nice and slow here. We never want to move too fast. You might circle in the opposite direction. Good. And the next time the chin draws down, pause. And from the anchor of your low body, stack your head right over your heart. Let's bring the palms together. Let's begin to rub the soles of the hands together, building a little heat between the palms. Reach the arms up to the sky. Spread your fingers wide. You might close your eyes. And call to mind 3 more things that you are grateful for right now. Take a nice inhale. As you exhale, hands back to your heart. Bowing your thinking mind to your heart. Honoring that light within. Allowing that light to shine brightly for you and everyone you choose to surround yourself with today and the rest of your week. Lifting your chin, and together we say, Namaste.